Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to another episode of Sam and Max. We need to get a singing recording contract and a evidence of a scandal. And then Myra will let us be guest on her show, which should help somehow. But we also want to get $1 million. So we need to get the answers to the questions. Let's go check out the cooking show now. Cooking without looking. She just magically appears everywhere, the director, with her channel 33 and a third camera. Let's see what she has to say. What's the story with this show?
What's the story with this show?
Cooking Without Looking? It's a cooking show aimed at motorhead bachelors who have never seen the inside of a grocery store.
Is there a big demand for that?
You'd be amazed.
Where's the host?
Where's the host? Is he in watching the Myra show?
No, he's one of the few who isn't. He got food poisoning while he was taping last week's show. Right in the middle, in fact.
Was it gruesome?
Yes, and unfortunately, this show goes out live.
Can we get a tape of the show?
Can we get a tape of the show?
This one? No, it's broadcast live. We don't tape it.
Which is ridiculous. Of course you would tape even live shows. How are you always everywhere before us?
How do you do that teleportation trick where you're always everywhere ahead of us?
Trade secret, honey.
How do you keep it so clean in here?
How do you keep it so clean in here?
The complete absence of anything resembling food is helpful.
Aren't there any fruits or vegetables around here?
Aren't there fruits or vegetables of any sort around here?
Just the crew. I never get tired of that one. Okay, actually no. We strive for realism, and the average bachelor kitchen doesn't contain any natural plant life except mold.
Okay, so that's not going to be helpful if we're looking for any fruits and vegetables.
See
Probably.
Let's look in the bucket of lard.
That's enough lard to clog the arteries of a major metropolis.
Or start a circus of greased squirrels?
I rue the day you lost your NEA funding, Max. This fridge isn't even a fridge. It's a fake.
National Endowment for the Arts, I believe is what he means by NEA. Let's grab some dangerous implements.
Hey Sam, can I?
No.
Let's look in the pot.
Welcome to Cooking Without Looking, the cooking show for the typical bachelor kitchen, containing no fruits, vegetables,
Oops.
or healthy ingredients of any sort. The show where we take
MSG
a random assortment of
Rydo
condiments and
#2.
barely edible items and create a meal within minutes. Filling in for Chuck Flaggan this week, these guys.
Just go with it.
How'd this happen?
Hello. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Sam. It's great to be here.
Not you, Buckethead. The audience.
Oh, greetings, worshipful fans. Remember, the only reason I'm on TV is because I'm better than you.
We've got some furious cooking to do, so let's get right to it.
What are we making, Sam?
Let's see. A casserole.
We're making a delicious casserole. Let's just go to our trusty ingredient rack and select some savories for our all-purpose thingamawatsit.
It's a pot, Sam.
Sure it is, little buddy. And you're a kettle.
Okay. We have squid tentacles, wombat secretions, buffalo chips, which is poop, sulfuric acid, hair gel, MSG, let's see, roofing tile shards, pink mink oil, tweed, uranium pellets, dried dinko kidneys, asbestos sprinkles, lard, and monk paste in red dye #2. So we would need an ingredient here. Let's try
You
sulfuric
want to use
acid.
the sulfuric acid sparingly. it can easily overwhelm the other ingredients.
And your taste buds, and your esophagus.
And then squid
A
tentacles.
fistful of squid tentacles.
Ooh, that's my favorite Western.
And some
More
uranium
than a
pellets.
dash of uranium pellets.
They also go great in Chex Mix.
And cook it.
Now, do we broil it, Sam?
Right you are, little buddy. Into the oven it goes. And through the magic of TV cooking show time, ta-da! You've successfully perverted the laws of God and man.
Oh boy, let's take it with us.
Okay, so we somehow ended up with a casserole a la Sam and Max. Was there anything else that we were supposed to do?
This fridge isn't even a fridge. It's a fake.
I think there's a bucket over here. Maybe we can get this bucket. No. I'm a little afraid to click on things because I'm afraid it's gonna
That's quite
just
an
start the
They
recording
must have
again.
scoured every toxic waste dump in the state.
This is quite realistic.
Like that animatronic kid on the Cosby Show.
What's in the cooler?
I think this is one of those cooler things they use on medical shows to transport donor spleens.
What's it doing on the set of a cooking show?
Some knowledge is better left unclaimed.
How far can we go this direction? Oh, about that far. Bowl. Now he wants to walk behind the thing to get the
Welcome
bowl.
once again to Cooking Without Looking, the show where we use absolutely no natural ingredients whatsoever and still make something you guys can choke down. Filling in for the inconveniently food-poisoned Chuck Flagon, these guys.
Oops.
Thank you, and welcome to the show.
What are we making this time, Sam?
Let's make a cake.
Today we're baking a cake. Let's visit our rack of ingredients and add flavoring to the flavoring pail.
I'm pretty sure that's a pot, Sam.
Max, let's leave the cooking to me and the eating to you.
Alright, so we'll do some monk
Ingredients
paste.
has to include some of the standards, like monk paste.
Don't forget that saying. Monk paste for the taste, Pope Fest for the zest.
And some red dye
Be
number
sure to
2.
include red dye number 2.
If there's not at least some possibility of malignant tumors, it's not real bachelor cooking.
And lard.
Don't skimp on the lard.
That's right. If you take the lard out of lard ass, all you have is ass.
Well said, Max.
And let's cook it.
We've already got that thing we made before.
No, I ate it while you were looking at the ingredients. Now, do we broil it, Sam?
Right you are, little buddy. Into the oven it goes. And, through the magic of TV cooking show time, one gorgeous, delicious cake. Ready to be binged upon or shared amongst friends.
Oh boy, let's take it with us.
So we can only
This
take
fridge isn't even a fridge. It's a fake.
one of the things with us. So we need to figure out what the one thing is we need and bring it with us later. So that's the cooking show. We've looked at the game show. Let's go over here and look at the embarrassing idol door. If we can't find an exit to this place, we may not be able to get
I
back to
just don't see
Sybil's.
how you can sing and be a judge. I don't think the public would swallow that.
Hey, Sam, do my eyes deceive me, or are those our formerly hypnotized former child star acquaintances, the Soda Poppers?
Sweet jellyfish paste on a stick, you're right. What are the odds?
Could we find another judge? What about one of those guys?
I don't suppose either of you would be interested in being a judge on Embarrassing Idol, the hot new show where we make uncomfortable entertainment out of people's misplaced faith in their own singing ability.
Oh, me! I promise I'll be completely unbiased in my abuse of the contestants.
Fine. Take a seat.
Goody! I get to sing!
Welcome back to Embarrassing Idol. The judges are chomping at the bit, so say hello to our first contestant, Peepers.
Am I blue? Who are you? Can I fly?
Well, that was a bit sloppy, but I particularly liked how you hit that high note. That always impresses me. I think you'll get my vote.
So you want a
I'm
high note.
definitely voting for you. After all, you are my brother.
Very impressive. You sound almost exactly like a sick cat being dragged through rusty farm machinery. But this is a singing contest, so I think I'll have to vote for someone else. Is there anyone else?
Not so far.
Yay!
So, what did he just put down? This is the area that we walked into, and they've redecorated the set. Acid pit with a shark in it.
Fascinating. What's with the pool of water?
It's acid, brain freeze. Don't you ever watch the show?
Alright. The Peepers lyrics.
Can I look at these?
Sure, take 'em. I've got them memorized. Am I blues? Who are you? Can I fly?
Very impressive.
And the mug.
Is that your mug?
No, it was here when I got here, last week.
Ew. Once used for apples, now used for derrieres.
That's one thing that is amazing, is if you think about it, for a very long time before we invented cardboard, everything had to be shipped in like apple crate type boxes, made out of wood and nails, and a lot of work, and were way heavier. Shipping has been really revolutionized with cheap, disposable, easy to replace things. So we could talk to Max, I guess. Looking good, little buddy.
That looks good on you, Max.
Thanks. I hope it comes with lunch.
You don't have much to do, eh?
Seems like a pretty cushy job you've got there.
I hope somebody else comes to sing soon. I've got scathing insults and bombast that are itching to claw their way out of my throat.
How is that any different from normal?
It'll be on TV!
Got a little Canadian there. I said, hey, don't forget about Myra.
Don't let your passion for overzealous criticism get in the way of our primary goal here, little pal.
I already forgot what that is.
Myra Stump, holding the audience hostage?
Oh, right. Sometimes my sponge is a little leaky.
A fact I know all too well.
I think I'll poke around.
I think I'll poke around and look for clues, or craft services crawlers, or both.
If you poke up some crullers, I want 6.
So let's talk to Specs. What have you been up to, Specs?
Last time we saw you, you and your diminutive former child star brothers were in the thrall of a megalomaniac hypnotist with bad hair. What have you been up to since then?
Well, after you hit us over the head,
Repeatedly.
our careers have taken an upswing.
Clearly.
Hey, being a judge on Embarrassing Idol is a tremendous opportunity.
I'm feeling the magic already.
About Embarrassing Idol.
What can you tell me about this contest you're judging?
Not much to tell. People sing, we judge them. You want to know more? Ask the director. We judges don't have to concern ourselves with operational details.
And what do you look for in the
Tell
singer?
me about the criteria you use in judging a singing contest, such as this one.
I'm a stickler for technical proficiency. Usually I look for a high note. Someone who can hit a really high note always impresses me.
I see.
Okay, so we want to get a high
If you'll
note
excuse
to
me,
impress
I've got some
him.
lines to color outside of.
It's your life.
Let's talk to Whizzer here. What kind of perks do judges get?
What kind of perks go with this gig? Do you get fancy dressing rooms and candy sorted by color?
Ooh, craft services food. Have them bring me a roasted Canada goose stuffed with lightly bruised olives, please.
Not likely. I ordered a cake for my birthday, but they never brought it.
I think the craft services crew all went in to watch the Myra show, like everybody else.
All we got was a basket of tomatoes. Ugh.
Okay, what's wrong with tomatoes?
What kind of preposterously un-American weasel are you that you don't like tomatoes?
I like them just fine, but they don't like me.
What do you mean?
I once spent 12 hours in the bathroom after mistakenly eating a cucumber that was sitting next to a tomato on the plate.
Say no more.
Can you eat cherry tomatoes?
Can you eat those little cherry tomatoes? They're small.
No! No tomatoes, tomato juice, tomato paste, nothing, or I'll be out of commission for hours.
Interesting. And what do you look for in a
Tell me,
singer?
old judge, what gruesome qualities do you look for in a singing performance?
Fraternity. I'm voting for Peepers no matter what. He's my brother. The one who didn't forget my birthday today, I might add.
I said I was sorry.
So I can give him the cake. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. I'm glad somebody remembered.
I said I was sorry. What more do you want?
A treat would be nice.
Isn't this also St. Boniface Day?
Patron saint of carnivorous plants and spiky things? I think that's next week.
Okay. See you.
Enjoy your judging. Catch you later.
Uh-huh.
So we've got this cake. We can give the cake to Wizard.
How about some cake?
Cake? Oh boy! Perfect for my birthday. There's no tomatoes in it, right?
Nope.
As far as I know.
That was delicious.
And a little bit scary. You eat like Max.
So there was no tomatoes in it. Interesting. And let's talk to Peepers.
Well, well, Peepers, you underdeveloped former non-psychotherapist you. What a treat to run across you again.
I'm not sure if I ever properly thanked you for hitting me over the head recently. Repeatedly.
No gratitude necessary. Just doing our jobs.
Sure.
How do you hit the high notes?
How do you manage to hit those eardrum-scarring high notes?
If you're implying that I use any artificial vocal enhancements, I don't. What you hear is pure peepers. That's almost exactly what I would have said.
Did you write your own
Your
lyrics?
lyrics have an intriguingly vapid quality. Did you write them yourself?
Of course! Any similarity to lyrics from other wildly popular songs is meant as homage, not theft.
I heard rumors about lip syncing.
I'm dying to know. Is there any truth to the rumors about lip syncing on the old Soda Poppers TV show?
We only did that on the released version.
On the released version. Really, how do you hit the high notes?
Really, is there any trick to hitting the high notes like you do?
Look, I told you, I don't use any artificial vocal enhancement, and I resent the implication. I have a gift, that's all.
Okay. See.
I'll leave you to whatever it is you're doing over here.
Good luck.
So it would be kind of confusing here, particularly if you just didn't realize you could exit, that you need to go back and talk to Sybil. We've hit a point. We need the voice box, which means we need to get $1 million, which means we need to win Who's Never Gonna Be a Millionaire. So there's some back and forth that this puzzle is gonna have to be done with. This is how old point-and-click adventures used to stretch the length of their games, as they would have you wandering around in the areas back and forth. And it's still how games are done, but it's hidden better. Alright. So let's get the answers to these questions.
Do you know anything about advanced analytical combinatorial wave particle physics?
What are you kidding?
Just checking.
Darn it. So she doesn't have the answers to that. But she does have the photo. Here's the photo of us with an alien.
Sam, this is perfect. This photo is a capstone. It succinctly summarizes over 30 years of extraterrestrial-related photographic evidence.
Sybil, that photo is a hoax.
Exactly. I couldn't have asked for better. Now I can print the paper.
Sam and Max Chakra disturbing
Available
the
at
police.
newsstands now.
Okay. So now that she's printed the paper, we can go in front of Bosco's Inconvenience and get the paper and have evidence of a scandal that we are involved in.
We're famous.
Hooray! Can we begin misbehaving now?
Begin?
Begin.
I don't need another one.
Okay. So if we didn't get the answers to the questions from Sybil, let's ask Bosco if he knows the answers. That would make some sense.
I saw you on the telly.
How do you watch TV from in there?
I've got monitors you don't even know about.
Let's see. Game show questions to Bosco.
Do you know anything about advanced analytical combinatorial wave particle physics?
Only what I read on the wall of the men's room.
Really? Okay.
Stay out of the loo. It's knackered.
Interesting. Does Max know the answers?
Nope.
I don't think we need the shaving cream, so let's give it to Bosco.
Hey, Bosco, we've retrieved your precious shaving cream.
Jolly good show, jolly good.
Now, if you're wondering about the reward money, yes, we do accept personal checks and all major credit cards.
No! As a reward for retrieving the can of shaving cream, I hereby grant you a can of shaving cream.
Gee, thanks.
Okay, so that didn't work. Let's go up and check the office. Check this office again. This is the rat hole.
Anybody home? Guess not.
Maybe one of the soda poppers knows the answers to the questions. I guess we have to go back to the TV station, since I can't think of anything
we
else
going,
to
Sam?
do. To the TV
The
studio.
TV studio.
Goody!
And they really should have programmed it so that Well, I guess that is their way of saying, just in case you actually don't want to leave anywhere, you can cancel out before you hit the loading. Let's ask the questions to specs. Let's ask them the whizzer.
No thanks.
Maybe we ask the director?
I don't want her to know I have these.
Let's ask Peepers.
How would you like to try out some new lyrics?
No thanks. I only perform my own material.
Well, these are thesauruses. Maybe the questions will work with the books.
No dice.
How about the cow? Maybe the cow knows the answers.
No can do.
Well, we know what to do on the cooking show, at least. Let's look at the ingredients.
That's quite an assortment.
They must have scoured every toxic waste dump in the state.
Welcome once again to Cooking Without Looking, the show where we use absolutely no natural ingredients whatsoever and still make something you guys can choke down. Filling in for the inconveniently food-poisoned Chuck Flagon, these guys.
Thank you, and welcome to the show.
I don't think we have a
What are we
tomato.
making this time, Sam?
And now we know why.
A
We
bunch
don't
of
have
gunk in a
tomatoes
dish.
or fruits or
We'll
vegetables.
just get some ingredients from the ingredient rack and add it to what we professionals call the yummying hod.
Isn't that a pot?
Max, we both know a pot is what you and I fight over when we play poker. This is the yummying hod.
So, squid tentacles, wombat, buffalo, sulfuric acid, hair gel, MSG, roofing tiles, pink tweed, dry kidneys, asbestos sprinkles, lard, monk paste,
Make
red
sure to
dye
include
number 2.
Red dye number 2.
If there's not at least some possibility of malignant tumors, it's not real bachelor cooking.
And then let's just cook it with
Now,
that.
do we broil it, Sam?
Right you are, little buddy. Into the oven it goes. And through the magic of TV cooking show time, ta-da! You've successfully perverted the laws of God and man.
Oh boy, let's take it with us.
This fridge isn't even a fridge. It's a fake.
I keep clicking on the fridge because it's just in the way. So we need to get tomato before we can integrate that into the cake. Let's see. Casserole a la Salmon Max to the cow.
Pretty sure cows only eat grass and television scripts.
So I think what I need to do is try out at the Embarrassing Idol show. See if they throw a tomato at me, then get a tomato. Let's try out the microphone.
Why is there a pool of acid in the floor?
It's just there to make the show seem more exciting.
Does it work?
Only if someone falls in.
Hey, can I try my pipes out on this thing?
Go right ahead. Frankly, we can use all the contestants we can muster.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next contestant, Sam.
Hello, I'd like to do a little song I call...
Busted down hound dog blues. Love has a thorny backside. Bottleneck on the freeway of doom. Let's just like someone else's song, only somehow better. Alright, Let's do this one, just like someone else's song, only somehow better.
Just like someone else's song, only somehow better.
I am in terrible torment. I am unbelievably happy. I am cryptic and therefore deep. I'm more successful than you. Let's go cryptic and therefore deep.
May the starfish justice not impugn.
My girl is the greatest thing since sliced bread. My girl is cheating on me. I've solved life's greatest mysteries, but I'm not telling. I'm cooler and hipper than you ever will be.
Thinking about the rings on the great raccoon.
He's not even saying the same thing. Pity me, admire me. Let me remind you that I write songs. I'll say anything just to make it rhyme.
And so I wrote this extremely catchy tune.
And let's hear from our judges.
Bravo! Your wobbly tenor is way better than Peeper's shrill squawking.
Your stylings are quite interesting, but I noticed you never really hit a high note. Peepers is still getting my vote.
You sing beautifully, and your lyrics are enchanting. But Peepers is my brother, so I pretty much have to vote for him.
Oh. Remember, folks, on Embarrassing Idol, the decision of the judges must be unanimous. Stay tuned for more exciting action after this.
And we're cut. It's okay to sing again if you want to, by the way. Could improve your chances.
So, we've kind of figured it out. We gotta get a unanimous decision. The way to do that is we gotta get a tomato and get rid of Whizzer, and then Specs needs a high note, which needs the voice modulation box. So where do we get the tomatoes from is the question. Let's go to the game show door. Who's never going to be a millionaire? Well, I'm probably never going to be a millionaire at this rate, but the Sam and Max are. And we will see that next time. We've got some wandering around and experimenting to do. But that's it for this episode. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.